Hey, yo, like the video, man. Hey, what's good, YouTube? It is your boy Lowkey. Noel, Nick, you dig what I'm saying? Coming back and showing another video. As y'all can see, it's been a little minute since I wore this. I got a little LowkeyyNoel, man. You know what I'm saying? I got the little jacket on and shit. But today, I really don't know where this video is gonna go, so I might just, you know, put it into a little vlog, or is it gonna be the main thing? I don't know. Excuse me. But recently, one of my friends put me on, because, you know, right now I'm trying to look into like a lot of like entrepreneurial shits and that, you know, do the little dabble, you know what I'm saying? So I found out about, because right now I have a lot of old clothes, I'm not gonna lie. I really do need to change my wardrobe and everything, and in order for me to do that, I feel like first I need to get rid of the old stuff that I have, like everything that's like 3 years or more old. So somebody put me on with this one store, because originally I was gonna do Depop, because that was something I looked into a while ago. I don't really know how, I don't know what they'll accept. I mean, Depop, you could put anything, but I think how you get sales is basically on trends. So I found out about this store called the Plato's Closet, and there was one in my area. Well, not in my area, but, you know, like sort of in my city. I drove over to get there. I tried to bring one shirt. It was like this striped collared shirt, because regardless of what they accept, I feel like collared shirts are just something that can always be accepted no matter what, you know what I'm saying? I did that. I asked them about the store. They told me that they accept clothes that were trendy within like the past year or something. And when they said that, I was like, oh shit, all these things are like 3 years old. Like, they're probably not even in that trend bracket. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's clothes that you would find at like Marshall's or Ross or Bell's or something, if you get my drift. So I basically brought the collared shirt. They were looking at it, and they be really looking at shit. So they went and they saw like the tiniest stain on it, and they also saw it was like one of the threadings and one of the threadings was like slightly out. It was like this little, like almost as if like somebody kind of cut it slightly, and because of that they didn't accept it. And I asked her the question. I was like, oh, if there wasn't that, would you accept it? And I think she said she would. I forgot what was the percentage that she would give back, but basically yes, if they accept the clothes, they'll sell it back. So what I'm thinking of doing, probably today, if not somewhere later on down the line this week, I'm gonna go back to Plato's Closet, and I'm going to, this time I'm not gonna bring one clothes. I'm gonna bring like a whole bag full of clothes, basically. I think the smartest option, because when it comes to shirts, I don't know, but I'm thinking I'm gonna come with jeans, because jeans should be acceptable no matter what. So a bunch of my old jeans or jeans that just don't fit, like they won't fit on me and stuff, that's probably gonna be my first thing that I'm gonna start selling, because people are gonna buy jeans, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to sell some jeans, and I'm gonna try to see what clothes. I have a whole bag full of my old clothes. These are like old things, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, for example, it's like a striped shirt, but where's it? But this logo, I don't know what the hell this is, but it's a pretty straight, you know, striped shirt. I would never wear this again. But I also got like some trendy shirts too, though. Like I got like this shirt from The Office. It's not the shit that I'm about to be pulling out, but see, like this was like one of them like old, you know, Nike Just Do It type shirts. Now I don't know, this shit looks kind of faded, so I don't really know if it'll be accepted, but I'll try to wash it again and see if they'll potentially take it. You know what I'm saying? You never know till you try. But I got some shit. Oh, I almost forgot. I got a Hollister shirt too. So I might have a good chance of this. I'm gonna try to see what can happen, because, you know, this year it's all about making money. I know last year and the years previously, and even right now, a lot of people don't see the vision of what I'm doing. There's a lot of different things to do, and especially when you get into that bracket of entrepreneurialism, it's like there's a lot of sacrifices that comes with it. But like I said, within the past year, I had to pick my money up from scratch. So I had to hold back on a lot of things, and I've kind of got myself into this mindset where, because mind you, I've been to clubs, I've been to parties, I've been to, you know, like B&B, like I know how all that is and what it is, what it's like, you know what I'm saying, the telly parties, all that kind of stuff. So I'm completely okay missing out with the fun, because at the end of the day, like, even when it comes to hanging out, because you feel me, as you get older, you get to a certain age where you start looking at things beyond, like, you know, your present. So it's like, sure, I like hanging out with people every once in a while, but do I even have a fraction of the cost to, like, you know, like really own a home, to manage the bills with like a nice car and the house and stuff? Not even just buying it, but like the extra bills that comes with it. Like, can I maintain that kind of stuff? So it's like, I gotta think a little long term, and it's like, unless you know, so happen to have this nice, great job that's paying hella well, and even until you get into that point, it's still like, at the end of the day, like, you need to kind of find it within yourself to do more, and kind of, you know, don't do that. I mean, I'm just at a point where I just feel like I shouldn't involve myself into it until I deserve it. Like, I need to put in some work in, and after I put in the work, then I tend to the fun. Work and then fun. And you know, it's very hard, because, you know, like, I'm still young. Obviously, I like, despite what I say, I like doing fun shit, but I have to do that, especially because nobody, like, it's so crazy, because mentally where I'm at, like, I already created the blueprint late 2022. 2023 is like, I had to keep reminding myself of the blueprint while, you know, stacking up, adding these different streams of income, even just because, you know, it's like tax season and stuff. There's so many things that kind of realign my thought with what I'm doing. Like, bro, I have this idea, the envelope method. I'm about to kind of put y'all on some game. Now, mind you, I haven't, I might sound, you know, because I didn't really start it yet. But look at this, I got a whole bucket full of envelopes. You know what I'm gonna do? So boom, put y'all on game real quick. Oh damn, this is just an empty one. Yeah, I got too many. So basically, right, I numbered these envelopes, numbers, because they said to get, I think this is for 10K. So if you want to get $5,000, get envelopes, number them 1 to 100, and put that given amount into the envelope. And if you do that within the course of a year, it doesn't even have to be a year. If you do it every day, it's anywhere from 3 to 6 months. But if you do this, because mind you, think about what your checks are gonna be. Most likely, even if you're working a minimum wage 9 to 5, you're at least getting like 200 or something or above. And especially if you're in a point where you don't have too much responsibilities, you can divide some sort of money into this thing, right? So if you put in $2 all the way up until 200, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot, because it's like 100, 102, 104. So like the 200 one is a little bit harder, and that's the one I'm going for, because the 100 would be easy. Like, you could put 98, 100, 97, 76. I said 97, not self-serve. But pretty much, you put the dollar amount of the number that you put in the envelope, and you fill all this shit up with cash. By the end of the year, you'll have a given stack of $10,000, and it's gonna be easy. Don't think about it much, because I remember when I worked at Sonic and I was getting tips from that job, I used to low-key do the same thing, and it wasn't even like on purpose either, because it's like I'm getting all these tips. Like, I'm getting like, what, $60+ a day when I work. Mind you, it was minimum wage, so I was getting paid like ass. I was getting paid like $5 or something. But still, it was like that money I got from my check. We didn't have checks, we had pay stubs. So my money went into this pay card I had. So that was one stream of income. I was going to college, I had financial aid. That money went into my bank account because I didn't really do much. And then the cash was just the excess money. So I was straight. I basically had 3 different placements of money, which is why I was able to live life so vicariously. Because when you think about it, if you have all your money in one account, you're gonna be stressed. You gotta have an account for spending whatever the freak you want, an account for the bills, and sort of like an emergency fund account or some shit, you know what I mean? And probably even a 4th account, an account for the bigger investments like a house or some shit. So, you know, I feel like most people have to start thinking like that, and I feel like a lot of people don't. Like, I remember my mom was telling me I was dumb for that shit, and then after I quit my job, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the thing is I couldn't find another stream of income, but after I quit my job, I went the entire summer, I'm talking about every day, buying food, going out, going to I would say the clubs, but I was like 20, so I didn't really go into the clubs really. But I went into like hookah lounges and shit, cause you know, friend groups I was with. And pretty much I'm just spending money like every day. And I was able to last the whole summer. I was able to last the whole summer, no job, because I had like this friend group, and I was like kind of like the chauffeur guy, like, you know, I'm picking up everybody. They'll be like, damn, like, because, you know, it was like these white girls that was like in the group too. They'd be like, oh my God, like, do you like, what do you do? Like, you have like so much motion right now. Like, do you work? Because like, you're literally available like every day. I'm like, nah, I have no job. I just saved up. And it was so funny because I ain't gonna lie, it opened so much opportunities. I felt like I literally, cause I mean, this is like surface level shit, but like I did feel like, yo, like it's crazy. Like I felt like I was financially free. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, these are this is just service level of like the plans that I got though. But pretty much when it comes to entrepreneur stuff, it's like you do need money to make money. That's like one of the biggest things to know. So I know that I need to have that risk factor of money that I can have. So you obviously need to have a surface level that can, you know, just for surviving. Then from that point, you should start dividing the accounts. Also have credit to, you know, help that out too. So use your credit just strictly on all your groceries, all your necessities. Then you pay that shit off with the cash that you're making from the other endeavors and side hustles you're making. But yeah, like I said, like that's a realignment, the envelope shit of the plan. Also with tax season coming in, I've been door dashing as like another side hustle, and my mom showed me the money that I made. She was like, oh my God, I didn't know you made all this money door dashing. I'm like, hey man, you thought it was stupid at one point. So yeah, just, you know, a lot of times you gotta stick with the process. And I just feel like I'm just surface level there. Like everything's not all together. And I do know I gotta still make a lot of sacrifices to get to where I need to be. It's hard to explain the vision because it's like, it's so like complex. It's kind of complex. It's simple, but it's like there's a lot of different things I want to do. So it's very complex. Like I can't just give you one answer. When I explain it, then you want to project your ideas of, yeah, that's cool, you're doing that, but there's an uncertainty. I don't need to hear that shit. I feel like in life, that's what stops a lot of people from being great. I mean, of course, do the research on your own, and sometimes there is that level of truth. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? There's these jobs or these professions or these things for a reason, you know what I mean? Like you can't hate on somebody who wants to do drama and act. You can't hate on somebody who wants to just dance for the rest of their life and be a choreographer. You know what I mean? It's a thing. It inspires people, and you could probably make money. You could probably become a celebrity off the thing too. So I would say don't let nobody stop you from what you want to do and your dreams and stuff, you know? Like, it's just, you gotta believe it, because you obviously were inspired for a reason. And mind you, if I give up on my dreams, there is a lot of options, you know what I'm saying? I can go to the army. I could probably conform to society, try to be a doctor. I wouldn't even say be a doctor, bro, because you gotta take like 4 or 5 semesters, 4 or 5 classes a semester for college for each of these classes, and it can span anywhere from like 4 to 8 years. So yeah, know what you're getting in there for. The money might be worth it, but if you're going to college without like a scholarship, now you're gonna come out with maybe 50K bare minimum of debt, and plus that adds up with interest. That's the thing too. Even with college, I've been doing my research on that stuff too. And society is really fucked up. It really is like designed to mess you up. So, you know, it is very important to like, you know, do your research into things. And I'm not knocking down college at all. I feel like I learned a lot from college, you know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, I feel like I learned a lot within a certain year. And I don't know, like as far as classes, everything I have to take left are retakes. And it's only like 2 semesters worth, but still, just like all the financial endeavors and stuff is, oh man, shit just be complicated. But a lot of times, like, there's this side of me where I'm not fully confident in what I'm saying and doing, just because it's just not put out yet. But I obviously, just because it's not put out yet, but I do know the work that is required to make it happen. And it's all about follow through, and it requires time. I mean, time within my day, time within my being. So that's what's gonna happen. And you know, a lot of times you just really need to follow through with the process. It's the same as being like a skinny guy bulking up to be swole, you know what I mean? It's a process. You're not gonna get that in a few weeks or a month. It's gonna take time. But anyways, I might go to the Play-Doh shopping spree and I'm gonna be back at y'all. Let's get it.
Ask me if you were someone I should have messed with. To be honest, I don't even know. I just go with the flow, keeping up my hopes. Don't regret what I did. I'm so tired of all this shit. We fell in love again. How